There's nothing better than getting a new pup, but when you add two to your family, that just takes things to a whole new level. However, what makes it even more special is when animals are able to be rescued, and that's exactly what the young and the restless, Jess, Walton, Jill just did. She made a pair of sweet dogs very happy by giving them a forever home. The CBS soap actress posted 2 photos on her official Instagram page and shared, "Meet our tiniest family members, Suki and Sunny." She went on to introduce Suki as a 4-month-old female Chihuahua Dachshund mix and Sunny as a 1.5-year-old male that happens to be a 10-pound bundle of terrier energy. Though she wasn't sure on Sunny's breed, she stated, "Your guess is as good as mine." Not only are the pups joined at the hip, she expressed, "This rescue duo brings endless joy and is so good for me." Last month, Walton posted a throwback photo holding her other pup, Rita Hayworth, as they posed alongside the Easter Bunny. And when it comes to Rita, in March of 2024, the actress posted another adorable throwback holding the little one and shared, "Sweet little Rita Hayworth when she was a puppy. I told John we were simply fostering, but he knew I would have to keep her. Who could blame her? Just look at that face." And prior to that, Walton put up a family shot from years ago featuring Bella, Jake, Rita and Lola, her 4 fur babies all snuggled up together. It always warms our hearts when we see pups being rescued into homes where they'll be spoiled and loved. First photos. Young and restless, Jess Walton introduces her family's adorable new members. For over 3 decades, Jess Walton has graced our screens as Jill Abbott on The Young and the Restless, navigating dramatic love affairs, fierce rivalries, and corporate power struggles with trademark grit and glamour. But off-screen, the Emmy-winning actress is enjoying a much quieter, albeit still exciting, chapter of her life. And recently, she shared something that's making her heart fuller than ever before, the arrival of 2 brand new members of her beloved family. In an exclusive peek into her life beyond Genoa City, Walton invited fans into her Oregon home with a series of first-look photos that have the internet collectively saying, "Ah." Her new additions, 2 wide-eyed, tail-wagging, absolutely adorable rescue puppies named Daisy and Duke. And yes, they're as cute as their names suggest. With floppy ears, wet noses, and boundless energy, these furry newcomers have quickly stolen the spotlight in Jess's life, and on her Instagram feed. But as Walton explains, this isn't just a story about getting pets. It's a story about healing, legacy, love, and learning to open your heart to joy again. A new chapter begins. After the loss of her beloved husband, John James, in 2021, Walton has been candid about the grief journey she's faced. A marriage that spanned over 4 decades leaves a void not easily filled. In interviews and social media posts, she's expressed how difficult it was to imagine happiness again in the same way. "I spent a lot of time walking through my grief. It was quiet, it was reflective, and it was necessary," Walton shared in a heartfelt caption alongside a photo of her late husband last year. "But slowly, you begin to feel life stirring again." That stirring, it turns out, came in the form of 2 rambunctious puppies from a local shelter that she visited on a whim. "I wasn't planning to adopt that day," Walton laughs. "I just wanted to volunteer or maybe donate. But then I saw them, Daisy and Duke, curled up together, like they were already part of something. I couldn't walk away. The perfect pair. Daisy, a sprightly golden retriever mix with a penchant for chasing butterflies, and Duke, a sleepy-eyed lab with a bark bigger than his belly, were found abandoned on a rural road just a few weeks earlier. The shelter staff had hoped to keep them together since they were so clearly bonded. Jess didn't hesitate. "I didn't even think about it," she says. "The moment I held them, I knew they were meant to come home with me." In the first official photos Walton posted, Daisy is seen mid-leap in a meadow of wildflowers while Duke lolls on a porch swing, tongue out and clearly loving life. Jess, barefoot in jeans and a knit sweater, smiles warmly behind them, a picture of serenity and happiness. From screen star to puppy mom. Fans of The Young and the Restless know Walton for her firecracker portrayal of Jill, a character known for scheming her way to the top and never backing down from a battle. But real-life Jess is far more laid back, especially now that she's spending more time off-set and more time soaking in the calm of her Oregon ranch. Still, she's not immune to the chaos that comes with raising 2 puppies. "They're absolutely wild," she admits with a laugh. "Shoes have become chew toys. The garden is a mess. And don't even get me started on the couch situation. But it's the best kind of chaos." Even her longtime friends and co-stars have chimed in. "Only Jess would rescue 2 puppies and make it look like a Hallmark movie," joked castmate Melody Thomas Scott in a comment on Walton's post. "They're lucky to have you, Mama." A healing journey. While the puppies bring joy and energy, they've also offered something deeper. Grief is such a strange, heavy thing, Walton reflects. You think you're done with it, and then it surprises you all over again. But Daisy and Duke, they're reminders that life goes on. That love keeps finding ways to show up. She admits she wasn't sure if she was ready to open her home, or her heart, again. But these little souls walked right in like they'd always been there. It's funny how healing works. Sometimes, it has fur and floppy ears. Her fans have embraced this new chapter, flooding her posts with messages of support and sharing their own rescue pet stories. For many, Walton's vulnerability and authenticity have been both inspiring and comforting. Life on the ranch. Nestled in the countryside with lush pastures, old trees, and wide skies, Walton's Oregon home is the perfect playground for her new companions. They have so much space to run and explore, she says. And they've become fast friends with the neighbor's dog too, which is hilarious because now it's like I'm running a doggy daycare. She documents their adventures often, Daisy diving into leaf piles, Duke snoozing in a sunbeam, and the occasional, uh-oh, moment like a tipped-over watering can or a suspiciously muddy paw print trail into the kitchen. Even the local wildlife seems to have noticed the newcomers. I've had deer stop and watch the pups play, Walton chuckles. It's like nature itself is welcoming them. Looking forward, while Jess still occasionally returns to the young and the restless for special appearances, she's happily embraced the slower pace of semi-retirement. I'll always be grateful for Jill and for the show that gave me so much. But right now, this is where I'm meant to be, she says, gesturing to the open fields behind her. As for Daisy and Duke, they've become more than pets. They're companions, healers, and a daily reminder that even when life takes things away, it also gives back in beautiful, unexpected ways. I look at them and I think, John would have loved this, Jess says, her voice catching for a moment. He was a dog person. I like to think he sent them to me. A legacy of love. Jess Walton's life has always been about bold choices, on-screen and off. From her fearless acting to her decision to step away from the spotlight for family, and now, to opening her heart again through adoption, she continues to inspire fans with her authenticity. She's also using her platform to advocate for pet adoption and animal welfare. There are so many animals out there who just need a chance, she says. If I can help even one person consider adopting, then Daisy and Duke have already made a difference. The response has been overwhelming. Animal shelters have reported increased interest after Jess's posts, and she's even teamed up with a local rescue to help with fundraising. It seems that even in retirement, Walton is still playing a leading role, only now, the stakes are higher, and the rewards even sweeter. Final thoughts. In the quiet corners of her Oregon home, where the wind rustles through the trees and two joyful pups race across the fields, Jess Walton has found something profoundly precious. Not a return to the past, but a new kind of future. One built not on scripts or spotlights, but on muddy paw prints, sloppy kisses, and the kind of love that doesn't need words to be understood. They've brought laughter back into the house, she says simply. And for that, I'll always be grateful. So here's to new beginnings, to second chances, and to the unexpected joy that comes when you least expect it. And if you happen to see two furry blurs chasing butterflies in a field of wildflowers, chances are Daisy and Duke, and their very lucky mom, are close by. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.